While Father's Day was celebrated across the nation on June 15th, a resilient community in South Florida marked a different kind of remembrance. For the Vietnamese American community, the date carried a solemn weight. It was Republic of Vietnam Armed Forces Day, a day not just of honor, but of deep reflection. While many spent the weekend appreciating fathers and family, this community stood united in commemorating the sacrifices of soldiers who once defended the former South Vietnam during the Vietnam War. In South Florida, home to one of the most active Vietnamese diasporas in the United States, the memory of the war is far from distant. It lives in the stories passed down through generations, in the quiet resilience of elders, and in the unwavering efforts of community leaders to preserve the truth of what was lost and what was gained in the fight for freedom. Events held on this day were not just ceremonies, they were acts of remembrance. Flags of the former Republic of Vietnam were raised with reverence. Veterans, many now in their senior years, stood shoulder to shoulder with younger generations, reminding them of the price their families paid for liberty. Tributes included prayers, speeches, and moments of silence for the lives uprooted and lost. To this day, the Vietnamese American community in South Florida refuses to let the scars of war fade into silence. Instead, they gather year after year, not only to honor the fallen, but also to reaffirm their shared values: freedom, democracy, and a collective promise to never forget the past. This year's commemoration was more than an anniversary. It was a testament to the enduring spirit of a people who, despite displacement and loss, continue to rise.
This event happens, we have this event every year. It's called the Arvin Military Days. It's like a traditional event that happened on June 19th since during the Vietnam era. So the Arvin continue this tradition as they are in the United States. So, and they like to invite the younger generation like myself and the millennials or the Gen Z and the Gen Alpha to come and understand the history of it.
I know you received was there like an award a month ago or a few months ago? Is that okay if you could talk about that? Because it's important for the people in the community to know about that.
Yes, I did. I received a lifetime Vietnamese, South Vietnamese American, just like a Purple Heart for supporting the Vietnam veterans. I've been working and supporting the Vietnam veterans for a while now. I enjoy doing it because I appreciate and I love their service. They sacrifice so much for us, for the Vietnamese community, especially during the Vietnam War. Like my father used to share with me many stories, very heartfelt and very heartbroken stories that you wouldn't even imagine. If I were to bring it up, I would be in tears. So that's why I started volunteering. I started with Project 425, which is another Vietnam veteran organization. And then I met Frank. He's also another VA chapter. And then I went to, the nursing home in Port St. Lucie, the veteran nursing home. And I enjoy spending time working with the veterans to hear their story and also share my story. It's very rewarding, and it just, I don't have the right word to express, but to say I'm grateful from the bottom of my heart for all the service they've done for us. They fought for our freedom.
I know there's a lot of gratitude every time you do these events, and you did mention it's a lot of gratitude internally for you. Besides of the impact that you do in the community, what else drives you to keep doing it and keep moving forward?
What's driving me is truly my dad's story and the hardship that he went through for 17 years as a prisoner of war. And it's also our story, personal story, that my mom, my siblings, and myself went through after the communists took over Vietnam on April 30th, 1975. Many of the media did not cover the horrific event. The things that happened to us was never covered, and many never knew about it. Like, you would not see the scene that the communists would come in and took all our stuff that's anything related to the Western, dolls, magazine, clothing, and it's not just our family. Many of the family, the South Vietnamese family, and they leave it on the middle of the street and they burn it. Even electronic, they don't want us to have any of those. They say that the American were murdered, but that's not true. Many have to go back and really, truly learn the history. Go back before 1945, and from 45 on, they learn about Viet Minh. It's a communist regime that started by Ho Chi Minh. So once they read that, they will understand what I'm telling them. We suffer a lot. Our family and many families suffer a lot during the time when the communists took over. The revenge was awful, was cruel. So, I wish I could tell you more, but I'm just worried that this video might expose to many of the younger generation, and I want them to learn, but I want them to learn the truth. I don't want them to go and just hear from a little clip of TikTok or something like that. So if I have more time, I will share of all the horrific events that truly happened.
First, this is South Florida, including from Homestead to Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach. So we call it the Tri-County area, South Florida. And Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, kind of in the middle, in the center of the Tri-County. And Coral Springs is a very good location. Also, the city of Coral Springs welcomes us to build the war memorial in the veteran park. The park already has some monument for the veteran already, and now adding another memorial into the park will be make a very good sense, a very good reason.
Nếu em không là người yêu của Linh